So please start by introducing yourself and your organization.
Good morning. I'm Kimberly Davis. I'm the South Carolina Community Development Officer with Wells Fargo Bank.
Great. So tell me how you heard about the South Carolina Community Loan Fund.
Okay, wait. Now, Michelle, that's not a fair question. All right.
Go ahead. We're ready when you are.
Wells Fargo and its predecessor banks have been with the former LHT since the existence. No, that didn't work. Let me start again.
So do you maybe some of these questions, and I didn't put the questions together, so maybe
Okay.
talk about how long has Wells Fargo
been, yeah.
been a
Okay.
partner with the South Carolina Community Loan Fund?
Okay. The exam. It's been really
10 years.
10 years.
So you guys were even before.
Yeah, before that. Okay. So Wells Fargo actually has been a part of the South Carolina Community Loan Fund when it actually started. We had board representation at the very beginning. So we're really excited to see the growth of the organization from 10 years till now.
Great. And why did Wells Fargo decide to invest in South Carolina Community Loan Fund?
Well, we believe that being a part of the community, we have to support the community. It's our social responsibility to be a part of the community, and that means supporting the growth of the organizations, and it's a part of being a part of supporting the communities that we serve.
Why is it important to Wells Fargo to invest in community?
We have that social responsibility to invest in the communities that we serve, whether it's affordable housing, whether it's financial education, whether it's the unbanked, the banked. It's all part of the community.
Okay. Wells Fargo has been a tremendous partner to the South Carolina Community Loan Fund, providing us both program support but also operating support. Why has that been critical to your support of not just our organizations but nonprofits in general?
Well, we recognize that in addition to supporting the programs of organizations, oftentimes your hands are tied to just the programming and the outreach to that particular funding. But in addition to that, so that programs can be successful, the organization still has to operate. So it's just as important to support an organization operationally as well as through its programs as well.
Okay. Well, Wells Fargo has not only invested in our programs and operations, but you've been our financial institution, so our banking partner, and as you said, Wells Fargo staff have served on our board. Why is that important to Wells Fargo to be involved and engage with organizations, both as a banking partner, but also in providing service on boards and committees?
Okay, Michelle, you asked me that question 3 times. Is it something you want me to say, actually?
No, I was just thinking from a different perspective.
It is.
We kind of talked about program and
Operations,
operationally,
yeah.
but also, talk some about the sort of banking relationship, which I think is important.
I mean, how much do you want me to say about the banking relationship?
Well, I think that, the idea that, for 10 years, you guys haven't just been sort of this sort of external
That's
community
true.
partner, but you've been in some ways an internal, and helping us to grow from that perspective as our bankers. So I think speaking to that.
What I will say is that Wells Fargo has been a true partner of LHT and now South Carolina Community Loan Fund. We've provided service as in board service as well as loan committees and that kind of thing. We've also been able to enjoy a very fruitful financial relationship with South Carolina Community Loan Fund in providing banking services and products as well as investments. And our investments started very early with the organization, and it's really grown. We have enjoyed also operationally supporting well over $100,000 for operations and well over $500,000 in investments.
Great.
And it continues to grow just as the organization has grown as well.
So Wells Fargo is definitely seen as the leader in the CDFI industry in terms of investment in organizations like ours. Would you recommend our organization as an investment to other banks? And if so, why?
Yes, I would encourage other banks to not only invest in the South Carolina Community Loan Fund, but to actually be an active participant, if not only South Carolina Community Loan Fund, but in the community development industry as a whole in the state of South Carolina. It's important, if we're going to serve our community in South Carolina, that we need to be an active participant, whether it's on the board of the South Carolina Community Loan Fund, or there are many others. Many banks may not be in the Tri-County per se, but the South Carolina Community Loan Fund has expanded statewide. And I'm sure it and its other counterparts in other state needs assistance from time to time. It's in a growth mode, and it's an opportunity for my peer banks to become active participants.
Is there anything in general that you'd like to say?
I would like to say is that what I've seen in the growth of the South Carolina Community Loan Fund from when it started to what it is here today is that first of all, congratulations on your 10-year anniversary. It's been a long time coming. I've seen the growth, I've seen the collaboration, and I've seen the partnerships, and I think that's very important as we grow the community loan fund as well as the community development industry in the state of South Carolina. You're definitely a leader, and you definitely have that collaborative spirit, not only in the state of South Carolina, both regionally and nationally. You're now being sought from some of our national partners, that includes Wells Fargo, to be a part of that. And that's exciting to see that South Carolina Community Loan Fund can be a part of some of the national initiative that's going on. I see more cutting edge type programs that's coming out of the South Carolina Community Loan Fund that can only help the industry, and hopefully our legislators and our policymakers will better understand the position of community economic development in South Carolina and help that growth as well.